Hello everyone, yes it's Lace and yep, today we're gonna talk about something a little bit special because this is a very limited unit you cannot get from gacha and you can only get it from clearing up the missions, and that's gonna be a very special UR pilot. So before we go further, remember to like and subscribe, comment what you think about the unit below, and forget maybe put that notification button on. So yeah, I'll release video for Gundam SDG generation every single day. At least that's what I'm trying to be consistent of. So, the pilot that we're gonna talk about today is actually Miorine Rembrandt. Okay, Miorine is again like Lakas, not a fighter, which they put as a kind of fight, pilot now. So you might expect her stats won't be that great, but what's special about her is her ability, right? This one, the attack burst range level 2. This is very similar to what Lucas Klein had before, which is the MP up. So if you see the MP up of Lucas, it has 2 range. So here she is only using one space unit. It's only one block here, and you can see that 2, 2, 2, 2, right? So these two pilots are actually needing large unit. Basically they have to be in a large unit. For example, here you can see that when Miorine is trying to use her buff, you can see the area coverage is much bigger than whatever Lakas have. That's because it has additional block to the side. So for example, here if we use Lakas like 1 2 3 4 5 6, well, what is this, let me count, 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So it's basically 12, right? It's 12, right? 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Yeah, it is 12 basically. If I don't miscalculate that, yeah, I don't miscalculate, it's just 12. So when it does happen when in a large unit, this is why large units always have their own thing. It's gonna be like 1 2 3 4 5 6 here on 6, and here 1 2 3 4 5. Wait, is it right? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here's also 6, right? Here's another 6, and here's another 6. So that's gonna cover like 18 blocks. Wait, it's not even 18, it's 24, is it? Wait, let's calculate again. I'm bad. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 20. So it's 24, but reduced by the size of the unit itself, gonna be like 20 blocks, right? I think it's 20 blocks. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So it's got 14, and then we have another 6. Yeah, so it's basically covering like 20 blocks around it. And for the normal units, for this, like for example this one, it's gonna be as we see just now, it's like the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Is it 12? Yeah. So that's the thing about this it's like 6 more blocks to be able to be used. And you can see here, but when you position here, it almost covers everything. But what if, for example, we put it in the middle, right? So let's redo that again and see how it's gonna fare if we put Miorine right in the middle of the formation. And if you know, as you know, formations are basically almost identical every single time. So here we go, you got a center here. Let's change this one into something else. Okay, someone with a 1 block. Okay, Xeon, for example. This is just for the demonstration purposes. We need to clear this one out before we actually fully understand Miorine's character. Okay. Here we go. Wait, sorry, this takes some time. So when you do your normal formation, I haven't changed that, didn't I? My apologies. I thought I changed it. I think I pressed cancel. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry. Let's redo it again. Wait, we go here, and I thought I pressed confirm. I didn't, right? Okay, let's go. So thank you for waiting. And I want to cut this because this is This is my mistake. Alright, but that's not okay. Sorry. So if you put the unit in the middle, like here in the middle, like one ability, it covers every single one of them. So right off the bat, you have 12% attack increase on each character, but you have to be the thing about this attack increase is we have to see whether it actually stacks with other attack increase or not. As you can see here with Charles' novel, apparently it got overridden. So remember that in this game, you don't have stackable stats. Alright? You don't have stackable stats like that. So be careful when using Miorine's ability with someone who already have attack increase. If you are doing it with someone who doesn't have attack increase, then you're in good hand. You're in good hand, right? So just be careful on that, right? Don't use this with pilots that have attack increase. Use it with the range increase, melee increase, awaken increase, or maybe just MP up. So that's the difference. It's different with Lakas. When she used this, you can actually use another character to actually increase their own MP up. So it's gonna be easier for those characters to reach a max status. Okay, now let's talk about Miorine stats. Is it easier to see it from here? Alright, here. Miorine has a little bit of a split scaling, but the thing is, she does actually have a pretty high attack. But remember with the SP100 thing, her stats does represent an SP100 pilot kind of thing. So if you see here with Lucas Klein gonna have a pretty, balanced range and awaken stat, which is very useful for support, but only 600, not even 700, which is with a lot of SP100 coming today is not really that great. But if she has an MP up, this one is a bit too useful, right? If you don't have those, if those pilots you need MP up doesn't have the MP up, okay? It's more like a very niche situation, but a lot of the time it might actually really helpful. However, on Miorine, I do think the attack increase is really universal, although it's only 12%. But I do think it's like it's nice to have this 12%. It's damage increase, so you don't really have to rely on your what you call it again, the MP up or anything else, and you can save your attack up for other things, right? So the other ability that she has is boost range, which is always nice to have for the weirdly melee stats, because boost range actually increase your melee attack range. And you see here, this one is melee, right? Beam sword, like this melee, right? And then see if she uses her boost range, that's gonna make this one even further. You see that? Like, so this is actually a pretty neat skill to have for such a character. And then finally, she have this high speed. Okay, high speed is always good for any attacker, and so basically she have these two ability. And if I have to be honest regarding the skill wise, only skill wise, it is good. Okay, it's good. She's a passable attacker. I will say this, passable. I didn't say like, oh, very good. No, but passable. Like 780 is a SP100 pilot level. Okay, it's around the SP100 pilot level. So not bad. To be honest, not bad. Though I might actually want her to have a 2-chance step, but I digress. Right. Then her ability increase 15% standard, and then increase melee by 20% standard. And then this is the problem with her, and she actually have increased power with the G-Witch unit, and this one is definitely designed for the aerial rebuild. She is really designed for aerial rebuild, but the problem with that thing is there is no big unit around, right? There's no large unit, and finally she have increased range by 5%. So when we are talking about her bass unit, actually, in my opinion, if you just want to damage output, okay, purely damage output, even I have to say aerial rebuild is not built for her. The thing is that because Miorine has a higher melee stats, and aerial needs a range stats and awaken stats, right? So the best unit for her is actually what you are seeing here, and that is Justice Meteor. The reason is kind of weird because as you see here, Justice has a weird split scaling. I'll call it split scaling. You can see that his highest attacking move is actually his beam sword, like a melee based attack. His other attack is a high energy beam cannon with a 5 range, which is actually, you see here level 5 and this is level 4. You see the beam, how good the beam sword is compared to that. So the range is not that great, it's just a coverage. But the barrage, absolute hit barrage, is actually range. So if you have a pilot that is very skewed toward melee, you will have problem with this unit, with Justice Meteor. The reason is simple, because you gonna need the range to do something. And the thing about this Meteor unit is the AoE is the one that you want. You want nothing else but the AoE. You see, like in this stage, this is the AoE you want, right? So if you have a pilot that have very bad range but very good melee, it's not really that useful for Justice Gundam. And Justice is like, I personally put Justice from C to B simply because Miorine exists. And with Miorine's AoE and everything, it just click, okay? So if I want to argue if any other unit that way, let's check on any other unit with a large 4x4 size, okay? So one of thing, Justice is the best for Miorine. I know she doesn't have the tag going around for her, but it just click. Everything that she did, everything that Justice did, just click. The size, click. The melee, click, right? And then the AoE, which is range based, which Miorine is not really too shabby at, also click. So that's the thing that is really weird, to be honest. But let's see. Do we have a large machine tag around here? Like large machine. Let's check on the other large machine. Okay. We have talked about the Justice 4x4. Freedom is not really good for Miorine because Freedom's is range focused, so no. Justice is also an attacker. If you want to say Patulia, Patulia is very weird to be honest. Patulia is also range, okay? It's not melee, so it's don't even bother, okay? Destroy Gundam actually doesn't have 4x4, so we can put it aside for now. Neo Zeong is actually range focus, right? Range focus, unless you somehow want to use the army unit, which, why? I'm sorry. So then who else do we have? The Hasmol is actually one block, so don't bother. Alpha Torre actually has 2 blocks, so let's check on Alpha Torre. Okay, I haven't powered up Alpha Torre, so I apologize on that. Let's check on Alpha Torre's maximum capabilities. Is another gold? What the hell? Everybody here is gold. Anyway, so Alpha Torre is actually having Ray Awaken. No, it's range, so instead of Awaken, which is okay for Miorine, but she would rather have if the last close combat am actually deal more damage. Though the AoE is also no, Alpha Torre is not. It's not a guy. It's not a guy. So she doesn't really have much option. And I have to say to you that, wait, Regenerate Gundam? No, Regenerate Gundam is not for X. So does this guy melee? It's also range, right? Darkness Finger is melee. This is the reverse Justice. You can actually go with the Muscle Gundam, the Grand Muscle Gundam. So, but how about Shamblo? I forgot about Shamblo. Seriously, I just got her to like level up. Let's see on Shamblos. The High Particle Cannon is actually beam, which is range. It's range, right? Yeah, very good. Okay, range. And the Reflector Beat is Awaken. Okay, and the Large Iron Nail. Okay, Shamblo is good. Shamlo is good on Miorine. So we have two units that is very good on Miorine. One is Shamlo and the other one is the Justice Cannon. Again, the thing is, but they have to have a very good main melee attack and some range requirement with the map attack. It's a very weird situation. So Miorine is gonna be great with melee large unit that occasionally use their range for some AoE. So my verdict is this gonna sound so weird because I'm not a fan of character. I'm not a fan of Miori, but she's actually pretty good free unit. I'm telling you, you don't need to spend your SP 100. You got a 780 power attacker with an utility and capability to actually use both melee and range capability of any unit, though she is the optimal unit for her is weirdly not coming from Witch for Mercury, which hampers her a lot. But if you don't want to spend your SP 100 like I did, I only spend it on some character that I want, she's a good on option. I can't believe that I actually said this. She's not bad. She's pretty good actually. She's a pretty solid attacker. If you see, okay, let's see Miorine. Let's compare. Okay, let's compare her with all other melee. Right. So she's just slightly below Setsuna, guys. Setsuna effing say, and that says a lot. Okay. And that says a lot. And when you okay, let's go. When you say yeah, but Setsuna is free. Okay, let's compare her with Ito Tsurugi. Ito is very bad range. You see what I mean, right? So Miorine is not bad. Pretty good pilot. I'm gonna say that to you. Is it worth it to get her to level 19? Of course. Level 19 is not that hard anyway. So yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it to get her. Seriously. I mean, the event passed, but next time you get the chance, try to get her. Good free pilot. Nothing else to say about it. It's just solid free pilot. So that's all from me today. Let me know what you think in the comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and also that notification button. I always release these kind of videos every single day. Yeah, because there's so many things to talk about in this game, seriously. Even like in downtime like this, there's just something to talk about, right? So yeah, that's all. Bye bye.